All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, Delta. Right. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 54. You better be afraid of me.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Here's Brissett. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Check 13. Check 13.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Throwing on second and 8. Brissett. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15.
Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A throw out wide caught by Pascal. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing, Brissett. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check it back, check it back. Kill. Hey, turn. Go. Watch the slant. Motion. That's it.
This is third and goal. Brissett looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's the backup Mariota. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 42-yard line.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Boom, boom. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be second and 11. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tennessee the offense about set and ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback. And that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds Corey Davis. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Mariota. Steps away. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's going to be caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
17, Titans 7.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
First down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for T.Y. Hilton. Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 50. Check 43. Check 3. Check 3.
Brissett now. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. Lucky.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play fake, Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Rush in.
On play action, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's coming. We got double up.
On the ground, it's Mack. Oh, able to avoid him. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Get that ball.
From the 27, Brissett. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Brissett taken in by the tight end Doyle. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Deuce. Slam. Check your hot read. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose.
I'm plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Vinatieri's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Rock it. Hey, high 7.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
He's going to walk one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Titans. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
From the 29, Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Alert 3. Watch the shit. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check that. It's free. Check free.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first down carry for Henry. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit under.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And he's got his man Hilton. Shrugs off another. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's checking. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam. Check.
On second down now, it's Mack. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Everyone, 37 to Mike 37. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Throwing. Brissett. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. They'll run here with Mack. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
This is third and goal. Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going?
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Brandon, so often we talk about whether or not a quarterback was surprised by the pressure, by the blitz. Most of the time, they're not surprised by that, but the speed in which someone gets there. And on this play, I don't think he had any other chance or choice.
Are they taught in that situation just to tuck it and go down?
Yeah, when you don't even have an opportunity to look downfield and assess what
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danico Autry in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Marcus Hunt. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mariota on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to run with Mack. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player,
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So this one winds up in Indianapolis.